Hey, what's going on, everyone? So I was just in my garage, kind of just piddling around, and I hear the mail person drive up, and she hops out of the mail truck with an Entertainment Earth box. So I said, I know what that is. So I finally got IG-11. Now, of course, this figure came out last year, so this is a little late, but I finally got him. So it's November. I didn't start collecting until June, so, But here it is. On Amazon, it's still kind of high, but from Entertainment Earth, I got this at retail. So I had to wait maybe a month for it to arrive, but hey, it's all good. He's such a great character. I've been looking forward to adding this one to my collection. So that's what the figure looks like. So this is the traditional black and red box that we've had for so long. That's what that side looks like. I thought this one was numbered. Oh no. So that side looks like that, the large font, IG-11. The back looks like that. The larger picture and some bios in various languages. And that's what the bottom looks like. And the top's just black. All right. Cool. I'm going to get IG-11 open and we'll get a little bit better look at him. So I have IG-11 out of his box. And speaking of boxes, I have to congratulate Entertainment Earth. They packaged this thing so well, full of all this paper. The box is absolutely pristine. Yeah, I mean, the box looks fantastic because, as you can see down there, I like to save my boxes. All right, let's take a look at IG-11. So it's basically IG-88 again with a different paint job. Now, I don't have an IG-88 to compare him to, but I've been watching some videos on IG-11 and IG-88 because I was expecting this, any day now. And everyone has said pretty much that this is 100% reuse from IG-88, just with different paint. If you notice, he's got some kind of copper or a bronze look there. Slightly lighter shade of the same thing down there. Okay, the bandolier is different, obviously, on IG-11 versus IG-88. That's what the back looks like, the back of the bandolier. There's a little holster for one of the rifles that he comes with. But the detail is fantastic. I mean, these little cylinders back here look really good. The joints look really good. Now, speaking of joints, I'll go ahead and touch on this. I've heard from a lot of people that on the joints, so this is just rubber right here. And of course, rubber can deteriorate over time. And if you have his arms flexed for any length of time, it will bunch up and it will stay that way. So I've heard from a lot of folks that you have to be mindful of that. But everything on this figure looks fantastic. I mean, all these little hoses, and these are just thin plastic or, sort of a rubbery. But man, everything looks good. Yeah. All right, let's look at articulation on IG-11. So the head obviously does not go up and down or anything, but it does swivel. It's got some nice red paint there where his eyes are. It looks good. All right, so the arms, of course, they rotate around. They go out that far. So there's like a little cutout right there, so the arm can articulate that way. See how the bottom is cut out? Okay. Elbow, like I mentioned, it's just a single joint. It gets up to there, but again, that little rubber bit right there, you have to be super careful with. I've heard from a lot of people that will either wear out over time or will just stay crinkled like that. So no kind of swivel in the arm. So just the elbow hinge and the shoulder. All right, that's it for arms. The little hands do not swivel. All right, he has a little bit of a swivel at the midsection, but this bandolier kind of gets in the way, and it's a separate piece. It feels like a separate piece, but it's not coming off the way they have it, crisscrossed. It's not going to come off. It's a shame they didn't make that little thing right there, that little door where he had the grenade. In season 1, where he was like, I must initiate self-destruct. And that little door pops down, and there's a little thermal detonator in there. It's too bad they didn't put that in there. But it's okay. I discovered this after I finished this review, but I wanted to put this in here now. He can look down. He has a hinge at his upper chest, along with the slight chest swivel that I mentioned. It also flexes. I was not expecting that. Yeah, just wanted to throw this in here real quick. Yeah, just so you know. All right, now back to the review. All right, moving on to legs. The legs go up to about there. He has a hinge at the knee, just a single jointed knee, and these little rubber bits just kind of follow along as you flex the knee, especially on this one too. You could see it just kind of bend right along with the knee. It's almost like a rubber band. Oh, okay. He does have a thigh swivel. He does not have a knee swivel. The feet can articulate that much up and down, but no kind of swivel at the ankle. No. And these legs are so skinny. I don't want to, start wrenching on them too much. I don't want to break them. Yeah, good looking figure though. I have to say, I really like this a lot. Yeah, it's too bad I don't have IG-88 to compare him to. All right, let's look at his accessories. So first off, let's look at the smaller blaster. So this is an E11 standard blaster that we see with a lot of figures, but it's got some nice paint detail with the silver and the black. Makes it look really weathered. Looks like a little extended magazine right there or something. But yeah, okay, so standard E11 blaster. Yeah, and he has a longer blaster rifle. This one kind of reminds me of a DLT-19. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what this is supposed to be, is a DLT-19 blaster rifle. And same paint detail. It's black with some silver accents. And again, just makes it look really weathered and worn. They did a nice job on the detail, I have to say. That little ventilated barrel looks really good. The scope looks really good. Yeah. And if you notice, on both of these rifles, there's a hole there and a hole on the bottom of the E11 right there. So when you put the rifle in his hand, yeah, that little peg right there is what the rifle will peg into. So let's go ahead and put the E11 in his right hand. Okay, yeah, that fits in there really nice. Okay, and it's not coming out. It's a secure fit. And let's look at the longer blaster rifle in the other hand. Yeah, it pegs right in. Now, of course, the shape of his hand, and there's no way he can pull a trigger, but, whatever. It's okay. They're there, and they're not coming out. Yeah, so you could just see him advancing with both rifles out, just destroying everything in his path, because that's what IG units do. Yeah, that looks really good. Can have him like season 1 of The Mandalorian, when he was going through town. I mean, just literally, just so cool. And it's a shame this does not rotate all the way around. you know, like he did in the show. I mean, it's just, but it is fixed. That bandolier stops it. Okay, so let's take the long rifle out. We'll see which one fits back here. Okay, so the long rifle can fit in the back, like so. Okay, so that fits in the back. Let's take the E11 out and see if that will fit back here. That is not going to happen. Okay, so the holster on his back is made for the long rifle because the barrel's a lot skinnier. This one, yeah, the thickness of the barrel on this one, it's not gonna go. I mean, you could really force it, but I'm not gonna force it. But the long rifle goes in there nice. And I imagine you could have it either way. You could have it that way, or you could have it facing the other way. Here, I'll put the E11 back in his right hand. Yeah. So long rifle on his back, shorter blaster rifle in his right hand, and he's ready. Bounty hunter turned nurse droid to nurse and protect. Yeah, what an awesome character, though. You have to admit, IG-11 was an instant fan favorite. Yeah, what a good-looking figure, though. So I've made a spot for him here on the shelf next to Mando and this stormtrooper here. I think the height is pretty good, but to me, he looks a little skinny compared to the Mandalorian and this stormtrooper. He looks a little skinny to me. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But it's a great looking figure. I really, really like it. The detail is just stunning. They did a really, really good job on all the detail. Yeah, that's a good one. I like it a lot. So if you like videos like this, be sure and hit like and subscribe. I would certainly appreciate it. And be sure and hit that little notification bell because I'm starting to do more and more of these videos. It's my new hobby. I'm just building my collection and just doing reviews as I go. That's what we got so far. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging with me. Thanks for watching. And we'll just see you guys next time.